Now we're actually going to solve these equations with the inverse operations. Today we're doing just one-steppers with addition and subtraction. So let's warm it up with our brains a little bit. Now remember, you can do left to right when it's all addition and subtraction. That's the proper order of operations. But you can also use our integer operations, addition and subtraction, and kind of do what would be easiest. Like if I saw this and I saw positive 4 minus 4, I know that those would cancel out. So we would just have 3. But if you did 3 plus 4 is 7 minus 4, you still get 3. Great. So on the second one, I see a positive 7 and a negative 7. I know those will cancel out. So we're left with 9. So trying it that way, what do you see that'll cancel out here? The negative 2 plus 2. We're left with 8. And then here we have 2 and negative 2. So we're just left with 6. So now that we're getting into equations, the thing is when you're solving equations, you have to keep it balanced on both sides of the equal sign. So if you do something to one side of the equal sign, you have to do it to the other side as well. So think about if you're benching 600, 700 pounds, right? Which is a typical bench for me, not to brag or anything, 6, 7, maybe 800 pounds. You have to add plates to both sides evenly. Like you can't add a 45-pound plate to this side and a 10-pound plate to this side. You'll be like this, right? Same thing taking them off. You have to take off the same amount of weight, just like an equation. So let's try this first one here. X plus 9 equals 3. Now some people like to, and I think this is a great idea, they'll put a line down the equal sign, and then they know, well, if I do something over there, I got to do it on the other side. And we always have to undo stuff by doing inverse operations, aka the opposite. So if I have x plus 9, and I have to get rid of that plus 9, what's the opposite of plus 9? Minus 9. So I'm going to subtract 9 here, but you also have to do it to the other side. Because 9 minus 9 is 0, so they cancel out. So all we have left is x equals, these are both negative, so just add them up and keep it negative. 3 plus 9 is 12, so x equals negative 12. It's not bad, right? And eventually we'll get into equations that might have 5 steps. Ooh! But this one just has 1. 23 equals y minus 11. So again, if it helps to stay organized, put a line down the equal sign and keep it balanced. I have to get rid of minus 11 because we always work on the side with the variable. So to get rid of minus 11, we're going to add 11. But we have to do it to the other side as well. 23 plus 11 is 34. So 34 equals y. When you're done, you could always put this into the original equation and check your work. Like 23 equals 34 minus 11. Double check in your calculator. Is 34 minus 11 23? Yeah, it is. So let's try a word problem. Everybody loves the word problems. You weigh a horse. You know how you're always weighing horses? This is just a typical day. You weigh a horse using the method described on page 91. Here's what I'm going to guess they said on page 91. Because the horse isn't just going to hang out on the scale, right? So you have to weigh them like in a cage or something. You weigh them, and then you get them out of there, and you just weigh the cage. And then you subtract the weight of the cage so that you can see how much the horse weighed, right? There's a good Brian Regan bit about it called Brian Regan UPS. You should check it out. So let's see. We have the weight of the trailer, which we don't know. Plus, we have the weight of the horse. We don't know the weight of the horse. I bet. Yeah, that makes sense. So we have our horse plus our trailer. And that's going to total the weight of the horse trailer combo. So it does not tell us the weight of the horse. We're going to have to put it in a variable since we don't know that. So let's say H for horses. plus the weight of the trailer. Now it said the trailer was 2,150 pounds equals the weight of both of them was that 3375. Great, we have a one-step equation. I see plus 2150. So to get rid of that, you do the opposite. Minus 2,150 minus 2,150. These cancel, so we have h equals 5 minus 0 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, 3 minus 1 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So this is the weight of the horse. Let's answer their word problem with words. It says, what is the weight of the horse? The horse weighs 1,225 pounds. lbs. So I have 4 problems that I would like you to try. You're going to pause here and try these 4 out. Check them with what I got, but I'm just going to start going over. So pause it and try it. X plus 8 equals 19. Oh yeah, 5 problems. So we'll get rid of plus 8 by subtracting 8. 19 minus 8 is 11. We got to get rid of plus 13, so let's subtract 13. Negative 7 minus 13 is negative 20. Get rid of minus 4 by adding 4. N equals negative 7. And get rid of minus 61 by adding 61. 87 equals P. Oh, a word problem. While holding his cat, Ben steps on a scale. The scale reads 161 pounds. Ben weighs 148 pounds. What's the weight of the cat? So altogether it was 161. But that was old Ben and his cat. So Ben is 148 plus, we don't know how much his cat weighs, so we'll put C for cat, kitty cat. How do we get rid of positive 148 with a negative 148? Because we're trying to zero this out. This is a 13-pound cat. 13 pounds. That's it for the notes. Well done, well done.